Hi, Matthias. Thank you for joining in. Ndukwe, are you here? Did you get the mic? Matthias, the space have just started, well, not long ago. So we are waiting for more people to join us. While we are waiting, I'll send you the mic if you don't mind, and just in case you want to chip in anything while we are waiting to get more people. We can all be interacting.
A little thing concerning this particular protest that is gaining momentum, so to say. You see, for the masses in a time like this now, why I think protest is necessary. It may not be the answer because from what is gathering now, like a thunderstorm, this protest may not really end peacefully. Okay, but I think this is the only weapon that the masses can use to gain the attention of our leaders. Okay, I want to refer back to 2011 concerning the Arab Spring. That was how the Arab Spring started in Tunisia, entered into Egypt, swept through the Arab nations. And if you look now, it's almost the same thing happening in Africa. It's running from Kenya to Uganda, gradually it's coming to Nigeria. Early this year, last year, you can see countries, this Mali, what's happening there. I think it's a common phenomenon. Something is kind of bandwagon is flowing through Africa. People are tired of leaders who only are interested in themselves, in their families, in their friends. They are just concerned on how to gather the people's wealth, loot as much as they can. So for me, I think protest is the only weapon that the ordinary man has now. Check over the social media, you see lots of stories. In fact, I saw one now on this Twitter. I don't even know if it is true that a woman around Bariga in Lagos committed suicide because of hunger, and stories like this. So I think this is the only weapon that the masses has now to gain the leaders' attention. And if you can see over the past week and few days, the government itself, they are running around doing everything possible apart from the propaganda that we are seeing to tackle the protest, to stop the protest. You can see government, they are approving the minimum wage. They are doing the Southeast Development Commission have been signed. The bill have been signed. The grants has been released to sponsor. These are the things that the government should have done earlier. I believe these are the things that the government should have brought to the table so that the people will see that they are trying. Now, this they are doing is just a last minute. They're just trying to see if they can contain this protest. Then, apart from that, too, instead of encouraging the mass, the youth concerning this protest, to make it peaceful, the government itself, they are bringing out strategies to
It looks like we've lost Ndukwe for a moment. Can anyone hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Ndukwe, we can hear you now. Thanks.
Okay, so I'm just saying the reason why protest is the best weapon now to gain the attention of our leaders is if you are taking to the social media, even though most of those information may not be authentic, you discover the hardship, the suffering, people are complaining, the high cost of things, and it doesn't look like government should have done better, like in the policies. Just look at these few days now, few days ago, 1 week or more. The government, they have signed the minimum wage into this thing. They approved the Southeast, what they call it, Development Commission. They release some grants to sponsor. These are the things they should have done earlier, to calm people. Then other things that are coming up now, it looks like as if the government are putting strategies to, clamp down or stop this protest. And the more the government, and the more they are trying to do it, the more the politics is getting heated. Just look at Lagos now. I just saw the announcement going on that there's an announcement for Oro Festival coming up exactly on the same date of this protest. What does it show? It shows that the government is, they are not even sympathetic towards the people suffering. They are trying everything possible, to make sure that the protest doesn't hold. But constitutionally, protest is supposed to be a peaceful one, acknowledged by the constitution. So the more the government is trying to, gag this protest stuff, it looks like as if it's heating up more. More people are even getting interested in it. I think if this is the only way to make the government realize that people are suffering in Nigeria, well, I think it's necessary in a time like this. Let the protests go on, even though I don't support anarchy or destruction of violence. But let the protests go on so that the government will know that truly people are suffering. Because most times it looks like as if those of them that are up there, things are easy for them. They can afford, basic necessities. Unlike the average citizen who cannot even. I saw a clip. A man went to the restaurant to eat, and they gave him a bar for 300, and he brought the bar. He was very angry. He was showing the bar. He was videoing himself. The bar is even too small to be okay for him to eat. These are the things. Cost of food, ordinary food. I think that calls for protest too, for me. That calls for protest, at least a peaceful protest for now, so that the leaders' attention will come. Okay, look at House of Reps. They had to cut down on their salary. These are the things they're supposed to do before now. So why are they doing it now? If you check what they are getting apart from the allowance, what they are earning, their basic salary apart from the allowance, it's far much more than what ordinary civil servant earns. It's too much. Okay, look at the senator, look at the presidency. These are the things they should have done. But they are now running around to do it now, which means they know what they were doing before now. It looks like as if it's an intentional act of trying to repress the other ordinary people. No, it's not good. And I don't think we have a choice now. I think the protest is overripe. People should go on the street and protest peacefully, so that the government will know that enough is enough. Honestly, all of us in this nation, we understand whether you're coming from rich background, from average class, you actually know that in these times things are really, really, really tough for people. So I think protest. We should go on protest. I'm not, supporting violence or trying to make the protest generate into anarchy. But the government should also help us. They should help us. Bringing out the police or sending the army to come and try to quell the protest by force, or hiring thugs will escalate the protest. Look at what's happening in Kenya. Look at what's happening in Uganda. Look at Bangladesh. Look at what is happening there. So I'm just saying, government should try as much as possible to give this protest a soft ground, so that people will just do this protest in peace and go home. Let us manage this nation as it is for now. At least we can see it. We can still go about our businesses, irrespective of the security challenges. But if anything will make the government to try to clamp down on protesters using police force or the army, this protest may go, in another direction that is not supposed to be. So for me, I think the protest is necessary. Thank you very much, as we are waiting for others to join us.
Thank you so much, Ndukwe, for that submission. I mean, I stand with everything you said is 100%. I actually feel that these people are doing... Ndukwe, please mute your mic because of the interference, please. Thank you. So I feel like they are doing everything now to stop the protest. And if you ask me, I think the protest should have started already. This waiting for 1st August. from now till 1st of August, so many things could go wrong. A lot can happen because you can see that the government is so desperate. And like Ndukwe rightly said a while ago, all these things that they are trying to do now, all this last minute stuff, why did they not do it since? And it's not even enough. And one thing I keep wondering is, the presidency is so busy consulting with traditional rulers, engaging people to come and gaslight the citizens, engaging pastors, imams, but he hasn't even engaged the citizens themselves. What stops him from doing like a live broadcast, and speaking to the people to say, I do understand what you're going through. I do understand where you are, but please, let's all work together. Give us a chance to fix these things, to make things right. So I don't get it. So does that mean that the citizens of Nigeria are not worth him speaking to? So why are they wasting so much energy, so much money, so much resources on engaging everyone to discourage Nigerians from going to the street, but they haven't even engaged the Nigerians that want to go to the street? Anyway, maybe one of you would have answer for that. Matthias, do you have anything to chip in, please?
Yeah, so like I have just a little contribution, mostly concerning the thing you just talked about, the delay and having a date for the protest. So as much as I would really want us to just go out as we did in NSAS, I feel like it would be better for us to do things differently, because like they said, it would be crazy to do the same thing the same way and expect a different result. So rather than just coming out tomorrow and say, oh, everybody come out tomorrow because we don't want the government to even make it worse, they can do whatever they want to do. Whether we come out tomorrow or we don't come out tomorrow, what they want to still do in their mind, they will do it. And I feel like the government already have this like call it this like call it an ideology or perspective about Nigerians that we give up very quickly. So like they feel like, oh, if we come out, they just shoot one gun. They don't even need to do too much. Just shoot once. Everybody will go back inside. Like we're very, very careful and afraid people. Like even as much as we do Graga, we're actually really, really scared. So I think people are trying a lot not to repeat what happened in NSAS. And as Africans, if I were to advise, I would advise that the biggest upper hand we will have over the government is data keeping, record keeping. So I was on a space. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, we can all hear you.
Okay, so I was on a
Yes.
space recently, and they were talking about how they want people to fill documents so that they can keep records of people that go out for the protest. And they want people to, there's a document you can fill, put your next of kin, and you can sign in and sign out when you go for the protest. Like if you are going for the protest by 8 a.m., you sign in like, oh, I went for the protest by 8 a.m. When you come back, you sign out, so that they have a record of who that went out. So that okay, if you don't sign out at so time, or when the day is over and you don't sign out, they know that this person has not signed out. So they'll reach out to your family. Is he home? Is he fine? Or is she or he fine? And then they know how to follow up. So I think the biggest problem we have in Africa is record keeping. And that's why when everything happened in NSAS, the killing happened and everything, the first question they asked was, how many people died? What are their names? Where are their pictures? Because there's no record. So you don't even know what you're fighting for. And these are the things that people are trying to set up before just going out to go and protest. And that's why they have a date. And the government don't want us to do these things. They want to trigger us so that okay, we can just hurriedly come out without any plan. And the way I live my life, I am not scared to fail. People are saying, oh, see what happened in NSAS. I've even been speaking to a lot of friends and family, and everybody is discouraged. I experienced NSAS firsthand. I almost had a heart problem during NSAS because of fear, panic. I was scared. I cried. People prayed. Like it was a crazy moment. So nobody will tell me, oh, what happened in NSAS. Everybody experienced NSAS firsthand. So what I'm trying to say is everybody is discouraged. Like, see what happened in NSAS. We put so much trust and see what they still did. But the way I live my life, I don't give up easily. I don't mind trying 100 times. If it was even left to me that I'm the only Nigerian, I will go out a 1,000,001 time until you listen to me. See, I will disturb you. You know how the man the Bible said, I will not let you go until you bless me. I will disturb you till you hear my voice. That is how Nigerians are supposed to act. You cannot give up because somebody's shot at you, because somebody's trying to keep like shut your voice. You cannot give up. Because they are playing tribalism card, you cannot give up. You can't. And that's like, I really wish people can understand that giving up is not indeed like I don't work for the public sector. I work for a private business owner, and it's tough. And I even pity the person most of the time. Like now, I want to demand for a raise because it's not easy. Feeding is tough. Buying food is tough. Cooking is stressful. I have to leave work as early as 8 and get back as late as 8 p.m. sometimes because I had to take on extra shifts to earn more. Because if I'm going to work 9 to 4, I would be earning so ridiculous. I can't pay my rent. So I had to take on extra shifts to earn more. And they think that we are not trying. They think we are lazy. I work from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Before I get home, sometimes 10 p.m. And I'm still like, I even need to still tell my boss to ask my salary because it's not still enough. They've increased transportation. Food is expensive. You can't even buy food and eat well. I have ulcer. To eat out is even not advisable for me. But I'm forced to eat out because I leave my house early. And then when you now eat out, you are spending almost half of your salary on food. Transportation has gone up again. Even if you say you want to cook now, with the stress, you are still buying a pint of tomato at 12,000. It is ridiculous. And then they are happy, they are jubilating because they gave us 70K. They should earn 70K. That is when you will know where it is pinching us. They should start with earning 70K. Then they will know. They should go to the market and buy something. So, like, I feel like the upper hand they have is they know that we will give up. But me, I wish everybody can just think the way I think. I will not give up. Oh. Even like they should say Euro. The way they haven't dragged me with them. Maybe they will not do Euro forever. If we finish Euro, I will come out. Until you hear my voice, you will think I'm a mad person. You will hear my own voice first before I step down. So like like Africans are strong. We can insult, we are bullies, we can do this. But when it comes to the real fight, when we are supposed to stand and say, see, you see this place. I was watching a video on TikTok of the Kenya protest, and I saw when the army or their force, I don't know what it is, used a pressure water to push one guy. Like he pumped the water at the guy, the thing pushed him, like the thing wiped him off the ground. And this nigga stood up and came back at the police officer. Like, you're not stopping me. Like, that's the energy as Nigerians we're supposed to have. I know it is very scary, and I would not even lie, because most of the time, why I would think twice about going out to protest, it's not even because of me. I tell my sister, I tell my friends that it's not because of me. Because left to me, if I was the only one in this world, maybe it's every day protesting, and it's not what happened. But because I think about my family, like my dad does not have plenty children to be losing them. So apparently, like we're like, I think about my dad, and before they will kill his child. But even still, if they kill his child, they kill his child. God that gave him. There are people that they entered playing with their children. Everybody died. Nobody has stopped living because of that situation. So whatever, and nobody is, maybe because I live my life knowing that nobody is leaving this earth alive. So you living in fear and being so careful. Oh my God, I don't want to die. Oh my God, I don't want to offend anybody. Oh, you will still die. It's just, we all pray for long life, but you will still die. We just pray you don't die early. But because you are scared to die, doesn't mean that you will not fight for a cause that you believe so much in, or you will shut your voice and let people just walk over you. Because that's what the government is doing. They're working, like they're playing us for a fool, and it is so painful. I saw a post that, sorry, please hope I'm not talking to myself.
No, you're not. Carry on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we
I saw
can
a
hear you.
Okay. So I saw a post where Emma was talking about how Tinubu is our father. Like when a father is trying to lead the house, he says he doesn't have money, he's trying to lead the house. You might not know his pockets. And I understand that, oh, he's like a father of the nation and all of that. But my own dad, I keep saying that the way my dad treats us even shows me how much God loves us. Because if my dad tells me that he doesn't have money, my dad is not buying a new car the next day and expecting me to just understand. My dad, even if my dad buys a shirt, if my dad says, I have a dad that put me through school and will tell me sometimes that it's red though. Let's understand. Let's do this, let's do that. And we the kids will understand. Even if he buys a shirt tomorrow, even if it was his money he used to buy the shirt, out of respect for we his kids, even as much as we are his kids and he doesn't owe us any explanation, blah blah blah, he's older than us, he will still tell us that he might even lie just so there's peace in the house. He will say, I'm paying small for the shirt. Oh, it was given to me as a gift. There will be something so that our mind will be at rest. But you cannot come and brag and tell me, I bought a shirt or I bought a car. Nothing you can do. Because don't even annoy your kids. It's even in the Bible that parents too should not offend their children. I don't know if I'm misquoting the Bible. I'm sorry, but you cannot annoy somebody and tell them how to react to it or offend somebody. So that's what the government is doing to us. You are complaining that there's no money in the country, you are borrowing money, you're buying private jets, you are building houses, you are seeing figures. You don't want to be accountable when they ask you for, like, you don't even try to be transparent a little bit, just small. Let us just even see where this money is going. Let's see the project. Once you do small project, like you just say, we are doing great. Like, people are hungry. If you can even, Jesus Christ, people are hungry. I know how much I'm earning, and it's still a struggle. I can imagine someone who earns less than I do. Like, people are hungry. Accommodation in Lagos is ridiculous. I'm a squatter. I squat with my sister. I cannot even afford to pay rent, feed myself by buying food outside, and transport myself to work every day. And even if I want to say, okay, I want to be very selfish and tell my boss to increase my pay, how much sales do we make? Because how many people are buying things again? Nobody's buying anything like that. People are like watching what they purchase in a month. So I can't be a selfish person and say, okay, add 100K more to my salary because I want to live well. And they don't even care because you are earning in millions, your children are going abroad. But like, we are hearing these things every day, and I don't even understand how people still come and defend a government like this and make excuses for them and make it a tribal thing. I tell people that if Obi or Show or anybody enters small, if you misbehave, I still want you out. I'm an Igbo girl. I'm from Imo State. When Okorocha was messing up, we wanted him out. He did well the first term because he wanted to get in the second term. Second term, he did rubbish, but obviously he had already gotten in, so there was nothing they could do again. He started doing nonsense. My mom is a civil servant. He was owing salaries. He was just doing nonsense in the second term. He just came to carry the money that he left there for himself. So it's not even about a tribe thing. Fine, maybe we are not coming out to, because everybody just like mind your business, just waka jeje inside life. Everybody's just like waka jeje inside life. In the East, everybody's minding their business that pays them. Like, okay, well, it not reach my store. Let me just sell what I bring home. But it's ridiculous. You're a business owner, you are selling. I remember when the dollar was running mad and like going crazy. Every day we are changing price. It was just ridiculous. And when you see the old price, if customers see the old price, they'll be like, like the difference is outrageous in a space of 8 months. So if you're a business owner in the market, you are buying goods today. You've added your interest, everything, you made the money out of that goods. You are going back to the markets, all the interest or the cost you used for that goods you bought, you are basically taking it back to buy new goods. There's no profit, nothing. Then you go back to your family and in your mind, you are doing business, you are happy, you are a business owner, you have a company. Like, it is just ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And the fact that something that is our constitutional rights is now looking like a tug of war. It now feels like wahala wants to happen. They want to scatter. Like everybody just making it look like, hey, they will scatter Lagos. Lagos that we do. Go back to your state. Like, how are people even able to make such comments? Like, oh, Lagos is Dubai now. Lagos is Obodo Ibo. Nobody should spoil our Lagos for us. Is that how little-minded we are? That this sometimes I look at what they adore so much. I'm like, this is the height. This is the highest your mind you can reach. This is the like. It's really sad. I say it
Okay,
every day
Precious.
that
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
Precious, you're saying a protest is the answer to the current problems we have in
it
this
it
country.
is, and we should continue till they hear us. If we have to come out every day, we should.
Okay.
So it is an
Okay.
answer to our problems. It is
Thank you
our
very
right.
much.
Yeah.
Okay. Owolabi, over to you now. Thank you very much, Precious.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
good
And
evening. We can hear.
yeah, and thank
Good
you for
evening.
putting up this space, even though we're few in numbers, and I think a few of us, the most important thing is the message that we're going to pass. I will start by saying, uh, for people that don't know Tinubu, you shouldn't let you maybe we actually think what we're actually saying on Twitter, the plan we are making on Twitter is the reason why he started calling the imams, the pastors, and the kings, traditional rulers. No, no. See, people are hungry and they are just waiting for a spark. Just a spark. So now, excuse me, if we have to talk now, people are just listening to some people maybe referencing this coming protest to end SARS. They are two different things. They are two different things. And the fact that when end SARS happened, with 4,000 naira, you could buy 10 pints of Gary back then. So right now that people are shouting hunger, this one is hunger protest. And with that same 4,000 naira, you can only buy one pint of Gary. So you actually know what he's doing. And I'm just scared. I'm scared and I'm worried. But at the same time, I know the protest will actually bring what we want. Because it's going to be tough. You don't see, hunger is very bad. You don't expect people that are hungry to go out there and start excuse me and start protesting peacefully. And if they decide, see, we are all speaking English on Twitter. The grassroots people are I know some men that I could actually say, do this thing for me, I'll give you later. That now, I don't want to scare anybody, sure. But I'm very sure with this protest, it's going to come out with positive results. At the end of the day, I'm very sure this protest will demystify the so-called Jagaban. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very
I'm done
much,
speaking.
Owola. Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Would anyone else like to make any contributions?
We have CTS here. CTS, can we have your contributions, please?
All right. Good evening, everybody. My own is just To answer the question, is a protest the answer to Nigeria's problem? It's a move. It's a move to the answer to Nigeria's problem. And for me, I don't think there is anything we need right now aside protest. But the problem is that it won't be funny because already we are beginning to see propaganda. We are beginning to see some corny movements. They want to fix Oro Festival during the day of, and that's when you see this now calls to mind the criminality hidden under religion. The criminality hidden under religion. Traditional Christianity, Islam, whatever. You see criminals all in the name of religious leaders. And it begins to be clear. But like someone said, it baffles me when you see, despite everything that is so glaring, you still find people still supporting this hopeless government. For crying out loud, even if the 70,000 was approved, even before this protest was even spoken about, it wouldn't or it shouldn't even quell that desire to protest. What is 70,000 naira? A bag of gari, a gari that is not imported is 68,000, if it's not more than that now. So what should a man with family do with 70,000 naira? That is the question. It's long overdue. It's long overdue, actually. It's something necessary that should have been. Because within the space of less than 8 months, we see how things were just rising exponentially. And Nigerians were hoping, thinking, oh, let's see, maybe there's something. And this is what they use in deceiving us. Hope. Since I have come to, to the age of reasoning, all I know about Nigeria is hope. 4 years, hope. Another 4 years, hope. Like all of us now, we've been given the name hope. So all of us, we hope. So if I'm 25 years, they give me another 8 years of hope. I keep hoping. And you add it to 25 years of my age, and I'm hoping. And that is where they just keep us. Give us some time. Calm down. But still right under our nose, we see some shady and irresponsible allocations. Still under the umbrella of hope, we see some stupid, shady, irresponsible allocations going on. But they tell us to hope. Like someone said, it's not going to be a funny one. It's not going to be a funny one. All forms of propaganda will be set out, even if it means them using the touts, even if it means turning it into a tribal war. Should not be surprised. I remember someone telling me that during the election, the particular tribe was already ready, telling the woman owns a shop, telling her that if they pronounce Obi winner, that they'll start breaking shops, or the Igbo shops. I was in Lagos. They'll start breaking shops. Then I asked, what is the connection between Peter Obi and the Igbo people? I'm just trying to let us know the level we've gone. That even in the protest, even we, the citizens, will be used against ourselves. Will be used against ourselves in that very protest. It baffles me to see someone that is hungry, and you still part with this, or the same person making you hungry, you pat the person at the back and you congratulate the person and you tell the person, oh, you are doing well, God bless you. Oh, if not for this hunger, that I wouldn't have nowhere. I just thank God for this hunger. In fact, this hunger is like a purgatory for my sin. That is what the religious leaders are telling us. We have sinned. That is why we are suffering. So God is using us, using the leaders for us to pay for our sins. Then I ask myself, are we the only sinners? Are they also not sinners? It's only the poor masses. It is going to be difficult. It's going to be hard. But I know, there are certain questions that we really need to answer. Protest has been done before. There was an encounter that involved them shooting, killing, and people ran back. Now the question is, I ask, now that we are going into protest, with this in mind, oh, this happened before, what will be the reaction? Is the past experience, is it something that will make the protest, the upcoming one, successful? Or will it make it not to be successful? So there are a lot of questions. What are the things that have been put in place, to avoid such thing to happen again? Or if it happens again, what is the possible reaction to it? A lot of questions, a lot of things. And now that is why you see them now, they are holding meetings, they are calling on the youths, give us time and the rest of it. Because just like we are not sure, they too, they are not sure. But of course, like we know in this country, they are already strategizing as we speak, even before that time. They are already strategizing. And it's a pity that, when a protest comes with notice, like the one in Kenya, I don't think it's something that came with kind of notice. People just started reacting because of tax on bread, the common thing. So for me, yes, protest is what we need. And if they persist and use force, I'm telling you, we have no option than to have a revolution. It is not working. And like I used to tell people, everything one has on you, over you, if there is any allowance you give to anybody has over you, it is what you give to the person. And why it is like this is because down the ages, we have allowed such things. And that is why it came to this level. So for me, I hope this is that moment in Nigeria of enough is enough. Or is it still that moment of let's go? Oh yeah, you people should go back. We go back. We'll see what you can do. I don't know what this protest is all about. So that is just my own. A lot of questions, a lot of expectations. So I hope this is when Nigerians are coming forward to say enough is enough, and not like the NLC method of protest or strike, then we'll go back. So I don't know. But this is actually what is needed and is necessary. And it is necessary for Nigerian problems to be solved. Because without it, it will look as if everything is going on fine.
Okay. Thank you very much, CTS. Thank you very much. Okay, Owolabi, yes. The mic is open to you now.
Yeah, I just want to talk about what CTS spoke about. Bro, they don't have the number right now. They don't have the numbers. Election period. All these things is just data, and this thing, they are all visible to us like this. We can actually see them that okay, the rate at which people can actually afford to eat during an election when they thought politics is just about game. it's all about tribal this thing also. So now the reality is showing up to our faces. Every average Nigerian, if you pull out the data, average Nigerian is angry. So they don't have the numbers to solve. Most of the traditional rulers they will useless themselves. Trust me. Because some people see if this thing starts and any traditional ruler try to just put for where I come from my own side. Just you people can see it as a mini place, but it's a if things like this start, I'm very sure the traditional rulers will just have to keep quiet. They will just collect their money and keep quiet because Ekiti is APC state, so they don't have any APC have no reason to tell people not to show their this thing in Ekiti state. So I just want to clarify it, bro. We don't have the numbers right now. This thing is Nigerian thing. This thing is for all Nigerians. Everybody they collect. Everybody they collect big time. So okay now, you think protests will come now? All these big men, all these alimony and all those is people that they see that okay they are suffering under this thing and say okay through this thing they have another option that if another government comes in that okay they will be able to resolve their this thing and have a manageable this thing. They will have to support the protest too. Just let it start first. So when it starts, we'll start talking about the progress. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your contributions. And like you said, they don't have the numbers. They are really, really scared. But on my own side, I'm a bit really, really worried. Like, I hope the protest holds. I honestly hope it holds, because if this protest doesn't hold, for me, it's finished, because they will never, ever take us serious. Never again.
Nothing is stopping it. Nothing is stopping it. It's
Amen. No, I say
this is not about
amen to that.
My sister, see, people are oh Lord. I know some men like even my own siblings that okay, at their own stage of life, they should be building their life right now. It's all about what are we going to eat today? And every 24 hours make a day. Buhari stole 80 years from us now. So everybody is just waiting for, they already had the August 1. That's why you see everybody going on back. See, these protests will actually let us know. Obi came, show us a lot of rot in this system. So now this hunger protest will actually let us know the kind of power we have. We actually see some our senators are this thing they went on they left on this thing already. Vacation for 7 weeks, right? Some governors now are going on vacation too. So that one should actually send a message that they actually know what is going on. They cannot control them. Most of the governors are even tired of the person in the house for rock. We all saw how Sheyi was actually taking Tinubu on his head during the election period now. Was it not the same Sheyi that was on record there telling us that we should not listen to what federal government is doing, that this thing that they know? See, the game is playing. Let us wait for the time, but nothing is going to stop it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. We have Realist with us. Thank you for joining in, and the mic is yours.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Thank you for being here, Realist. Thanks.
Yes, I really appreciate everyone's opinion, but to my own opinion, I might talk from the other side of the coin. I don't believe the protest will eventually hold. Why I said so is if you checked out the way this current government came in, they came with every form of deceit and force. They forced themselves on the Nigerian people and eventually gave the Nigerian people exactly what they want to do because they have no plans at force. So they've thrown out a whole lot of things, and people, we all fold our arms, like increasing the electricity tariff, the cost of fuel, the cost of living, and so many things, even increases their own salaries and allowances for the judiciary, the president, the governors, senators, and all that. And the Nigerian people, we all fold our hands. So what they were expecting at that very point, that very first day that the Independent National Electoral Commission announced that first result, they were hoping that it would be something different, but it never happened that way. So they believe, okay, in as much something like this never happened, we all have the power to do whatever we want to do. And from that day, things have been happening. So why I said this protest will never hold is, in as much there is a specific date for the protest to kick off, before that day, like 3 days or 2 days before, then you will see military men of different kinds being deployed to every part of the country. So Nigerians prefer I can die inside my room than being killed with the bullets. So that is that method of, I no one die. Papa dey for house, mama dey for house. We want chop. As in, it is better for me to eat at least once in every 3 days than to be killed. So they all believe that we Nigerians are afraid. We are afraid of dying. So that's why I believe that I don't think the protest can hold. With the presence of those military men with every form, they will eventually subdue the ordinary masses, the harmless masses, and we are all afraid. That is it.
Okay, thank you so much, Realis, for bringing in another perspective. I have my own worries as well, if the protest will eventually hold, if I'm being honest, because the government is pulling every string that they are able to pull to make sure that the protest doesn't hold, which makes me ask, why are they so afraid of a protest? Why are they so worried about it? Like I said when we started, they are not even doing anything to engage with the citizens. Rather, they are spending all their time, all their resources, engaging with everyone else. But really, there's something you said about that the time you expected people to come out to protest, they didn't. And I wanted to ask you to say, okay, do you not think that probably whatever this level of hunger that we have now is like the last straw that is breaking the camel's back? Don't you see it that probably we have tolerated so much and now everybody has had enough and this protest is going to be it?
I don't think so, because Nigerians believe in tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow will be better. If you check out from when I have grown of age, I've always believed them telling Nigerians that it will be better, and it is more than how many years from now. So every Nigerians or every politicians or even parents even tell their children, don't worry about today, don't worry, tomorrow will be better. You understand? So even the hunger strike right now with the hardship around the entire country, people are still believing that tomorrow will be better. So this is not even a guarantee. The hunger strike, the hardship, the economy, whatever, the insecurity, the oppression of the government, this is not even enough, from my own opinion, that people can even say, okay, let's do it. If you check out what I had now on news, the Lagos state government is planning whole road, this Yoruba festival, whatever, that is to like counter the plans of the masses. And you know what that means. In as much they are coming with such tactics, they will also come with different kind of aggressive moves, and that will eventually paralyze the thoughts and the strength of the ordinary citizens who have such intentions. If they can do it here in Lagos, they will have to do it in every part of Nigeria, using their political strength in every areas of the country. Now the governors, the senators, the ministers, and all that, they're all going for vacations. Do you know why they are going on that long vacations? It's because of their plans on ground. So when we move, let us do whatever we have to do. So they have already planned this thing down. So when they move, these things are, if the masses decided to do this, we'll treat them this way. That is my own thoughts. I might not be right, but that is how I see things.
Yeah, I think you're right anyway. I mean, I can't say you're 100% right, but you make a lot of sense. CTS, I see your hand up. I don't know if that was from previous or if you want to make some new contributions. And Lord as well, your hand is up. Is that from previous, or does any of you want to make new contributions?
I just want to speak on the question that Ryan is raised, and it calls to my mind another question of why do we think they gave a pre-information about this protest? Whomever the people might be that came up with it. Why the pre-information? I don't know why there was a pre-information for a protest, because in situations like this, we give them edge. We give them edge to be able to plan and make up ways and means to counter whatever will be coming. So I don't know if the reason why there is a pre-information is because so that at least maybe at the hearing of protest, maybe they will sit up. I don't know the reason why it was done so.
Just not to cut you short, but in my own thinking, I believe that the reason for the announcement is so that the protest can hold concurrently, all over the nation, so that everybody in every state, in every town, there will be protests at the same time. I believe that is probably the main reason, for that.
Okay, but like I said, a lot of things, a lot to be uncovered. And they've already started with the Oro. And if you are in Lagos, you know how Oro is. You know it's how sacred it is. So these guys have a way they play. They play on things. They play on our innocence. They play on our intelligence. They have a way to do it. Now you want to fix Oro because they say what? There is a fraud. Let's see how it goes. And
I do understand it has a lot of shortfalls announcing the date of the protest and all that. For me, I don't believe in it. If you ask me, the protest should start already. All this preparation, talking, and it's tiring. Even before the protest starts, people will already be tired. The ginger may have already disappeared.
But then, in the news, I saw SARS already. Not SARS. DSS, they've given their own warning. The military have come to speak. Police have spoken in Lagos. You see, and these are things that will be putting fear in people. They've already started making announcements. Now they put Oro. So it is now that we'll know whether people are religious, will still remain religious even in the midst of hardship. Let's see how it goes.
But them putting Oro in Lagos anyway, it's Lagos. We have Abuja, we have Kaduna, we have Kano, we have Sokoto, we have Enugu, and there's so many states. Yeah. So if Nigerians are really serious about protesting, even if they put Oro, let's say day one, there was Oro in Lagos, but then the protest holds in every other state, and was serious. Not be person go tell even the Oro people may not come out tomorrow. Do you understand me? Yeah. How many people will be how many individuals will be in the Oro costume or whatever it's called? Compare that to the amount of people, assuming people actually come out for this protest. The people should be able to overpower any form of masquerade or whatever. Anyway, but we'll see how it goes. The only thing the government is going to do with all these tactics is that they will end up making the protest to become violent. and then on that basis, they can now use that to attack the innocent citizens.
Exactly.
Because originally this protest has been planned just for people to come out in the street and protest, but the way the government is going about it, I have my own worries. But let's see what Matthias have to say. She got her hand up.
Oh, sorry. Me, I just wanted to add that the everything they are doing is just to instill fear in us, and I'm just hoping that we don't fall for it. Cause maybe they want to wipe the whole country, like kill everybody. I don't understand why they are doing everything, all the drama, all this terror. So, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Can
I
anyone?
can
Yes,
hear
yes.
you.
So I think the whole traveling, if they want to travel, they want to do, they want to kill everybody, break bottles, they want to shoot at everybody. No wahala, it's fine. Like they should do it. They should bring it on. Cause I don't
Sorry,
know
I
if
can't
we're
hear
falling
anything.
for.
I will drop and come back, please.
Anyway, I just wanted to add shortly that they're just trying to instill fear. The whole traveling and the whole DSS media, whatever, it's just to instill fear. And I just really, really hope that Nigerians will not leave, because we are supposed to be the giant of Africa with all our gra. I can't even believe that we are scared of what somebody will do to us. Please, I beg, it'll be fine. Anyways, that's what I wanted to add, Sha. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Precious. Realist, you wanted to say something?
Yes, well, with the presence of different kind of military apparatus, and I don't think, because if you check out, if they use the Oro, because over here in Lagos they are bound to use Oro, use their thugs, use the military, use the police, so different kind of forms will be thrown out at people down here in Lagos, and they also have different tools also they use in every part of Nigeria. In back then at that NSAS protest, remember they brought also some touts who were paid to attack people during the NSAS protest over there in Abuja. That was when, even before this current president was in office. So if he is desperate to get into office, he will do desperate things to prevent this protest. So eventually, it will also happen in every part of the country where military, different kind of thugs, different kind of thuggery, everything will be thrown out at the ordinary people, and that will eventually kills the morale of people by saying, man, instead of me to come outside, I can't die, or they can't detain me. You want to better just stay inside house, man, just mind myself at least. If I chop once in a day, it's better to say they kill me. So that's why I said I don't think it will hold. The fear of dying, that is our biggest problem. We believe it's better for me to like stay hunger for weeks. One day I go see food chop. But all die na die. We know they look that one. We dey believe say if today no better, tomorrow go better. Forgetting that the today can even eventually not giving us the guarantee to see the tomorrow. Because you get the way things go take be. Person go just die. And tomorrow when they hope for it no go come. If other countries thinks the way we think, I believe that breakthrough, that success, that achievement they have been wishing for, in which they are experiencing today, will never come up if if other countries thinks the way Nigerians think. Check out Kenya. Don't they have military apparatus? They don't the government have those tools to suppress the people? But in as much the people believe that this is what we want, we all believe that we all have. This is our biggest problem is all of us get future. We get future. will get future. My future no go die because of so thing. Forgetting that all those countries we are wishing to be like, don't they have future? Those countries that they fight for their freedoms, they fight for things to get better. Don't they also have futures? People dies. One thing about life is that before certain things will be done, before certain things will be made straight, there are people that are going to lay down their lives. That is what it is. But in our own aspect, we believe that no, we no one die, but we must get this thing. It is not possible. And the government realizes that the people down here, they are scared of dying. So they be like, okay, let's use this thing upon them. Once one or two person are being used as a scapegoat, the rest of them will do what? They will disappear. So I just believe that I might not be right, but I don't think so. I don't think so. This is just words of people saying on social media, on media houses, we'll do this, we'll do that, we'll do this. It is not the same way Nigerians think is different from the way other nations think that really want to break out of that bondage. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. For me, I say that again. I really hope that this protest would hold, because if it holds, it will be for all our own good. But then what it will achieve is what I cannot say. But it needs to hold, at least for the benefit of everyone, so that tomorrow the citizens can be taken seriously. If this protest fails, it means that the citizens of Nigeria have failed. Nigeria has failed, to my own understanding. But do I have my fears about it holding? Yes, I do. Today is only the 25th, and that means we do have how many days until the 1st? About 6 days or almost 1 week until the 1st. And that is a long time. That is a lot of time for a government that is as desperate as this one to make sure that that protest doesn't hold. And I don't understand why they are so scared of a protest. They are so worried and so scared of it. I don't know
I
why.
don't think we can hear her, and I don't think she knows that we can't.
I can hear her. I
Oh.
can hear her. I'm hearing her.
Oh, can you hear
Okay,
me?
then maybe I should
Matthias,
come
maybe
down
drop
again.
down and come back. Oh, she can't hear me either. Okay.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, that's fine. I don't know if anyone else wants to say something. We'll think about rounding off now.
Yes.
Because I see everybody's hand up, so I don't know which one is fresh and which one is old. So, Pen Agency knows news. You take over, please.
Okay. Yeah. CTS, you wanted to say something.
Yeah, but I've been seeing the hand of is it LAWD or up? I don't know. His hand,
Okay.
even before I spoke the first time, yes.
Yes. Oh, I'll be over to you now. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, my network was a little bit bad. So I'll just say the last time that I spoke about data, which doesn't have emotion. So now, between now and when the protest is going to start, food is not going to ship. People will still be going through the hardship that they are going through. So don't think that they will be relentless, that okay, or they will dodge their moral. The more these people come out to tell them BS, that the more they get angry, because they are even see, I have a lot of men now that they are waiting for the protest to start, that they prefer to stay on protest ground, die there, than to walk like elephant and go home, and their wife change their name from Oni to Babalagbaja. So a lot of things is happening. So maybe a lot of us that we are speaking on Twitter, we can actually afford what to eat. Some people are earning 20,000. Some people don't even know what to eat. Talk less of buying drugs or this thing. So let's just wait. See, don't even check your mind that the thing will not happen. It is going to. It's a must. Nigeria is overdue for it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Owolabi. Yes, the protest is our constitutional right as Nigerians, and all we want to do is to tell the government that we've had enough, that enough is enough, and definitely is going to hold. So, the mic is over to you, CTS.
Oh, thank you. What would happen if this protest holds and the same thing that's happened at the NSAS happens and we go back? For me, it will be like stirring up the settled water. What do I mean by that? It's like, for me, it would have been better we keep silent like this. So let us not do anything. Let us be suffering it like this. Then you move. Then they put fear in you, then you come back. That's, for me, I think that will even make it even worse. If the level of hardship is at the level of 100, it will even triple to 300. For me, that's what I think. So it is better that, because of why I'm saying this, because of if it will hold or it will not, it is better that it doesn't hold than it holds and we fall back. It will be very, very terrible. For me, it will be very, very terrible, because like the co-host said, that is when that Nigeria is now finished. That's when they will know that, oh, they've got us, by our balls. They know that they're just like a bulldog without teeth, making sound, but he cannot do anything. That's what
Sorry, CTS. Can I engage you a little bit, please?
Yeah, you can.
Sorry, can I ask you a question?
Okay.
What was NSAS protest all about? Hello?
Yeah, that was to end the SARS body of the police force because of the killings that was going on.
Because of the police brutality, right?
Yes.
Okay, now, let me step further like this. A lot of things that happened that time that actually came back to light. Some people are angry about it. One, and they don't know how to protest about it. So now, it moved from end police brutality to end bad government. That one speaks loud, bro. Police brutality, they tag them at some point saying that Yahoo boys. This thing. So there are some elderly people or millennial people that time that were against it. So now all of us don't dey inside sinking ship together. All of us, both middle class, they don't erase them. We dey inside sinking ship together. This one is different from end police brutality protest. Nobody go shaking out for this thing. Forget them.
Okay, thank you very much. Realist, the mic is open to you.
Yes, Olabi said something about what I think is we all believe in this word like the history is meant for us to read it and be wise and not allowing history to repeat on our heads. What happened during the NSAS, even most family members that lost their loved ones were even afraid to come out and identify themselves by saying, I lost my person during this NSAS. He or she was arrested, was done this and that. Even till this very moment, families are afraid to come out to identify themselves. Is this not also a sign for families to also remind other families, this was how I lost my person during NSAS. I wouldn't want to lose you again. Please don't go out there. And for even the person who have interest in doing such thing, feel like I beg Joe, no one die. So I believe we all have the power to say it to yes. So they say that talk is cheap. That is what we are in this country. To be honest, we can say a whole lot of things on social media, on radio stations, television stations, as in saying a whole lot of things about like today we go do but what we are expecting we don't know. The government has the full capacity to suppress this protest. Why I said so is a whole lot of things is in place. This government came in through desperation and they will do desperate things as in beyond our own imaginations. And as I see things, they're all living gradually, feel like okay, when it happens, the people have nowhere to hide. If you check out the way it is, from that very moment we had fuel subsidy, that was even the first day. The first day Nigerians should have like no, we resist this thing, We are all relying on NLC and TUC to come to our rescue. After they disappointed us, what happened? They were all fighting for minimum wage. So that is to tell you that even our labor unions are all confused because they've been they've been seen at the other side. So I don't think so. I don't think so. We are not united when it comes to certain things. We can say words, we can say a whole lot of things, but putting out that thing into action, we can't. So I don't think so because this protest is all about okay, what if the government does what we don't expect? What happens next? What happens next? In which the government is bound to. This government is not ready to negotiate. This government doesn't listen to the cries of the ordinary masses. When people are crying about subsidy, insecurity, hardship, hunger in the land, they are still buying expensive SUVs for themselves, increasing their salaries and allowances. The president buying is not a yacht or a watch, I don't know, very expensive. Even now, they've allegedly bought the so-called presidential aircraft. That is to tell you that to hell with you. Whatever you think is nothing. If you want peace, respect yourself. If you don't want peace, we can give you the other side. So I don't think because if after that subsidy Nigerians couldn't express themselves after INEC announces that result that we all know that this is not what it is, then that one went away, subsidy came again, Nigerians could not express themselves. The increase in electricity tariff came, no Nigerians could not say okay, we won't come do am. So they just imagine person won't come keep us in their house. Even though we want it to be uniformly, it cannot work. It cannot work.
Sorry, excuse me, can I ask you a question, please?
You're very much free to express yourself.
Yeah, so now, if you actually said a lot of people that their loved one died during the NSAS protest, which was caused by the government, that they will actually share their pain with other people and tell them not to let this happen to them or this thing. But now, since the government came into power now, apart from Eda's clash of this thing, the data out there shows that more than 10% of people, no, maybe 100% of people that died in NSAS had already died in the hands of kidnapping, bad roads, whatever insecurity that you may talk about, police brutality or something. So now, how do you think those people that lost their loved ones into this same bad governance are going to explain to their fellow people what they should do? Please.
Okay, let me answer your question. This is one thing about humans, especially in this part of in this part of the world. We all believe something happened some times ago, and we love our government to do. This is our biggest problem. If along the line I lost a loved one doing one particular responsibility of the government, and I lost my loved one, what I would just say is, I beg you, I no one lose you, you wait there with me, oh, I beg, leave them. Now so my so person died that time because of these people, because of these people. The honest truth is that we don't want to lose. You might not believe me, but I just want you to realize it. If assuming you lost your own person, you will be very, very hungry. And one of your own person is now saying, okay, we want to go out on this. The first thing you first of all flash back is, that was how I lost so person during this NSAS protest. Please.
Sorry, can I quickly ask something, Realist? I hope I'm not derailing you from your train of thoughts. Okay, I do understand the points you're making, but I want to ask you something a bit personal. Do you think the protest should hold, even though you have the fear that it may not succeed or that it may not hold? But do you honestly think that it's due, that Nigeria is due for such a protest?
It's due, yes, but I believe this protest should be something that has supposed to happen. Even the very first day they announce the winner of this election, that should be the very first day. But in as much that, okay, people said, okay, let's keep it and see what happened. Then it also happened on the very May 29 that the president was on his first speech.
But
That
something
Nigerians.
No, the thing is, it didn't happen, and we have moved on. We are trying to remedy the situation now.
That is how we'll be moving on. That is how we'll be moving on.
Yeah, but now people are ready to take their destiny by their hands.
That is what you think, that people are ready. We are all good on talking on social media. To be honest, we are all good. We are all good. I mean, when it comes to physical input, when it comes to that aggressiveness, nobody wants to die.
You should stay one place.
The government is ready, is fully ready to attack whosoever that will oppose this government. That is one thing you're supposed to. Are you coming out with your placard and someone is coming out with a full
no wahala?
You understand me? So you can only say no wahala, guy. If they shoot gun for air, yeah, you go wait. You yourself, when they talk, you go wait. If you get 2 children for house, then kill you, who go feed your 2 children?
I am Realist, please. Can I just add something? Sorry, please. Sorry.
You're very
sorry. What about the person that can't actually feed their children, that actually committed suicide? Okay. So what's the difference, bro?
See, that one, then believe you them die.
Can I please just add something to it, please? Sorry, I'm not trying to change your mind or how you believe, because like your name says already, realist, so you're trying to be realistic, and I understand. So I'm probably a storyteller, but I like to tell stories to explain my train of thought. My mom, while she was alive, she's a very spiritual person. So most times when things want to happen, she probably has a dream first before it does. So before Buhari came into power, when they had the whole good luck should go, blah, 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 and all of that drama, my mom had a dream that if Buhari had not won that election, it was going to be a war. Like, it was going to be crazy. Like, the way she saw it, it was a full-blown war. And when she woke up, she prayed and she was like, see, she just wants Buhari to win. Why? Because that same fear, like, instead of war or anything worse than the situation we're already in, let peace reign. Let him win. Like, God, please let this man just win. Let peace reign. And he did. And the country became even worse. So my mom died in 2012. And how did she die? So I've lost a loved one. When you're saying you've not lost any loved one, so you don't know how it feels. I've lost a loved one in this bad government because we have a terrible health sector. It got to a point, my mom was so sick. if I had, my dad was like, if he had money, he would have sent her to India. She was so sick that it got to the point she was telling the doctor that if it's HIV, tell me. They could not detect what was wrong with her. Nothing works. If you're not in the elites group, you cannot afford good health care. It got to a point she kept going. Nobody could figure out the health system is just terrible. There is no good equipment to even run proper tests. No, everybody just nonchalant. Nobody even cares. Like even aside the government itself, even people that are even working self, they don't even want their job. They don't even like what they do. So everybody's just acting anyhow. And I lost my mom because like she kept asking, what is the problem? Like, even if there is a spiritual part to it, self, you will still be able to see something. You have to be able to see something that is wrong with this person. And they could not figure it out. So I've lost a loved one. The person doesn't have to stand in answers and be short before I understand the hurt of losing a loved one in a failed system. And we cannot keep living in fear. Okay, they kill you, uncle. It's not better you just die from starvation than for you to go out and be killed. We can't keep living in fear. Okay, what if war broke out? My parents experienced the civil war and the rest. When the NSAS happened, the statement my sister made was, now she understands why the older generation kept quiet. Like they shut them up. You don't know how much like they shut them up because of fear. Like they don't want to see that thing again. They're like, see, instead let us just mind the business that pays us. And I can understand them. It is scary. Even with I'm doing it is actually really scary because everybody wants to, as tough as this life is, everybody wants to still enjoy it and be going as they are, buy their small shawarma, manage the life as it is, and be going jejely inside life. But we cannot keep. These people are actually trading on this fear, like this fear that we have. That is what they are. I don't know the words to use, like a championing. I don't know the exact word to use on this fear. We cannot keep living in fear of the unknown. What will happen? They've moved abroad. They've gone for vacation. They want to destroy the whole Nigeria. I just saw David's post now. He's like, all these things that they're doing, maybe they'll just kill the whole Nigeria. There are only two options. They will kill all of us. Those are the only two options, or they step down because they know that once this Kasala boss, they've already said that it's going to move from protest of end bad governance with the list of things we want to revolution. So it's better you now clear everybody. This when they were fighting for racism abroad, the blacks and trying to get equality, nobody was stepping down until they got at least, even if they didn't get, because there's still racism and everything, they were able to limit it and to like we can't keep living in fear. All these are is online and bullying people online and doing graga. No, like we can't keep doing this. It hurts me, and I get why we are. I'm not going to act like I don't get why people are afraid. I understand. Even me, I'm scared. If I'm going to go out tomorrow, I'm going to be afraid. Wait, maybe today is the last day I'll see my dad. I'm going to also be scared. But we cannot continue like this. I really, really hope we don't keep preaching, living in fear and saying, okay, well, because we did not plan the protest, we should not go out because we are planning it. What if? What if? What if? There are only two options. They kill us, they step down, or they do. In short, there are three options. Let me just give them the third one. Because I know that third one they will probably not do it, but let me just give them benefit of doubt. They kill us, they step down, or they do what we listed. At least take majority out of the list. Majority, like let's just be one that okay, well, maybe we have to give you more time. Like dollar is at 1.6, guys. 1.6. 1.6. Fuel is 800, 900, 1,000 in some places. I beg.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
No, host, you have the mic. Go on, please. Okay, the host can hear us. Thank you so much, Matthias. I share your sentiments as well. I'm on the laptop, so when people raise their hand up and take it, when it goes down, I don't see it. I see everybody with their hands up. Please, is there anybody who wanted to say something new?
Yes, there are a couple of people with their hands up.
Host, take over, please.
Okay. CTS.
Yeah, I go with I see reasons with realists. I see reasons with him, and it's a fact that, of course, a government that did all kinds of nonsense, to get into power, would also do all kinds of rubbish also to remain there. But I think there is a reason why they are afraid. There is a reason, because if it's something like these guys are just making noise, I believe they won't even be running up and down. There is a reason for that. For me, I think there's a reason. And for anything, that reason will be, it is connected to protest. And because it is connected to protest, then there is a power in protest. That's what I believe. Irrespective of fear, yes, it's not just Nigerians. It's not just Nigerians. Fear is in man, but it's not about how you master it. Fear is in man. It's part of life. It's part of existence. No person will tell me I don't fear. But like some school of thought to say, it's not about the fear, it's how you master your fear, how you use your fear. Do you use your fear to your advantage? Normally, fear is not something fear can either scare you or fear can boost your morale. You see, but I believe there's something about protest. That thing that made them all over the news today is protest. That is what I was been going on in the news. At least, even if there's nothing to hold on to, for me, I believe we can hold on to the reason why they are running up and down like this. Everywhere in the news now is protest, where they are trying to do meeting, closed down meeting and the rest. For me, I think there's something about protest, because if it's something easy that anybody that comes will just shoot at the person, I don't think they will need to do any meeting, because they already know that it's already sorted out. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, CTS. Now, I have one more question for everyone. What happens if the protest fails to achieve the desired result? What would be our next line of action?
In answering, I know, in answering that question, that is why me personally, all this while I've been saying that it's either a revolution or nothing. Because, like CTS mentioned earlier, if we come out on the street and what happened during the EndSARS happens and people cowers and goes back, then it will make the situation worse than, Ndukwe, please, mute your mic, please. Ndukwe. Thank you. So if we come out and do not achieve our goals and go back in, it will make our situation worse. So, but the thing is, probably we're starting off as protests, and then we'll see where it goes. If the government comes to the table, to at least try to meet some of the demands, I believe that most people would be pacified and go back in. But if the government, the way they are going, keeps being headstrong and try to make things more difficult than it is, then the protest, who knows, might end up into what nobody expected, because there is no point coming out and not achieving anything and going back in. It won't make any sense. So that's my own 2 cents.
Okay, thank you very much, ma. Thank you. CTS, over to you.
You see this protest? I will go with what is his name? I don't know his name, but the one that goes with by the name LAWD. I go with him. Because they say once beaten, twice shy. If what happened at EndSARS repeat itself, for me, I see something else. I would not like to say it here, but I see something. I see something really big. I see something really terrible. I see something really terrible. It's not this thing we are saying here that I will say. Believe me. It's not what we are saying here that I will say. And it might be shocking that even the one happening in Kenya, might be something very small and little. Because somebody once said here that Nigerians will still they fear this and that. That's why I told the person that the reason why Nigerians did not come out, they are calm, is because of, Obi did not say they should be. The obedient movement did not say they should be. And it being, there was a pronouncement. It's not what we are saying now that we'll be talking. It's not what we are saying now that we'll be talking. It's not what we'll be saying. Nigerians can be very, very, very violent. Very, very violent. And for me, I don't think if such that happened in NSAS happens again, that it will just go. I don't think there will be a force. There will be a counter for. That's what I feel. That is just what I feel.
Yeah, okay, thank you so much. We'll be rounding off in 12 minutes because the space was meant to hold for 2 hours. So we'll take fresh takes. Okay, we have some new people who joined us, but since they didn't request the mic, I don't think they wanted to say something. Matthias, you have your hand up. Do you want to give in your last words, please? I don't know if anybody can hear me.
Yes, we cannot hear you.
Okay, thank you. Matthias, are you still here? Do you want to say anything before we close? Okay, maybe she can't hear me. Okay, host, please try to tidy up and then so we can close the space. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining our space today. And it's been quite an insightful conversation. And hopefully, we wish the government will hear what we really want to tell them. And we hope that the protest will be very peaceful and there will be no casualties. And we also hope that the government will not just give us placebo answers, and they will really provide lasting solutions to the problems of the country. So thank you, everyone, once again. And Pen Agency News is your trusted source for timely news and impactful articles. You can follow us here on Twitter, on our Facebook page, and you can also subscribe to our channel on YouTube. And we hope to gather here once again next week, same time, same day, to deliberate on more issues that affect our country. Thank you very much and have a lovely evening.